It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the LA Chargers. Set for a start, it's Dicker the kicker. Cameron Dicker with a run-up, and off we go from SoFi Stadium. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Right to the air goes Nix. A short throw to Ingram. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
To throw is Nix. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. You talk about the defense for these Chargers. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Nix from the shotgun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harvey. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
The Chargers had 5-11 on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing the best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward. A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, go Lion.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's Herbert. To the left side, looked in by Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On first down, it's Hampton. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Set. Delta. Crowd right. Set.
Herbert. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Well, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing Nix. A short throw to Ingram. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here is 3rd and 5. To throw, here's Nix. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he will have a Broncos first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here's Nix. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, this unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
On play action, here's Nix. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
It's a gain of 32.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down at a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We're scoreless after 1.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Hampton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Herbert now. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Moment trips right. Delta, shot. 59. Ready.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's over the middle, taken in by Harris. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. On the handoff, it's Hampton. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Hampton will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Rondé Gadsden, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers 7, Broncos 0. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Off the play fake, here's Nix. This one into the hands of Ingram downfield. A very solid gain of 27.
They looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Nix looking to throw again. And he's got it. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Evan Ingram, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
At the 36-yard line.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. They work now on 2nd and 9.
We got it. 380, 21. Home the troops right.
Here's Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards there for number 15.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Ready.
Give here to Hampton. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He was tackled at the
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. A run once more with Hampton. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now it's Herbert. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Let's go.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Now fourth down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Nix to the air. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
To throw is Nix. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Third down.
Operating from the gun is Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They're going. It's Nix. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Deion Henley. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's to Amarian Hampton out of the backfield. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second and 6. On the give, this is Hampton. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Kaimi Fairbairn is set to kick off.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings
and there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain. Up to the 26.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Delta, 59, 59.
Here's Herbert. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Here's Nix. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll go play action with Nix. Oh, the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Herbert. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Breaks through the contact. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll go again with Dobbins. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing Nix. That is caught. McMillan with him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
To throw, here's Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Herbert now. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Crowd right.
They'll run here with Hampton. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
If you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405, one of the modern jewels of the NFL. beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go from Southern California. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll throw it. Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Set. 380. Get out. Ready.
They'll run, and this is Amarian Hampton. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
Brought down at the
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Black 80. Black. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Set. Set.
They'll try to run for it with Hampton. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. And off we go from SoFi. Yeah! And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. Taking off. And Nix with a wise move there at the end. Sliding to a stop, but he's got the 1st down.
19 yards.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Veteran Trey Hendrickson there on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Nix. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
16-yard pickup on that one.
Broncos.
1st down, Broncos. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Open man downfield, that's Ingram. These two got it going on. 19 on that connection, and another 1st down.
Broncos 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2nd down, they need 7. Play action now. It's Nix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got it at the 3. And the Broncos going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1. is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
And now they want to show they mean business here. Offense going to remain out there and try for two.
The Broncos will line up for the two-point conversion.
Here's Nix to throw. That's going to be caught. So the aggressiveness pays off right away. And just like that, the lead is 8-0.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Go, let's go. Set.
Herbert going to throw on this first play. That's to the running back, Amarian Hampton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Go.
First carry here for the former Tar Heel, Amarian Hampton. That's going to be good for a Chargers first down, as good running gets him to about the 44.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Set. Delta to hunt. Go.
Now Herbert throwing on second down. He'll let it go deep left sideline. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
He told us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball to tie his point, but come down with the pick.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. That one complete to Johnston. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Oh, a miss hit there off the side of his foot. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing. Nix. But that's made there by Sutton. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
25 yards. Let's pick up there. Good for a Denver first down.
Nice play design here by the offensive coordinator. His ability to get the quarterback outside the pocket, take some stress off the protection. By the time he reaches the launch point, the receiver's running wide open downfield, and he puts the ball right on the money.
Here's Dobbins. And he'll work this down inside the 35. Big Christian Wilkins, the one who brought him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
from the 34-yard line. Here's second down and 7. They'll throw. It's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. We'll have to pick it up on third down.
Kill.
A run with Dobbins. And he will have a Broncos first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on third and a yard.
First down, Broncos.
They'll go play action with Nix. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. To throw is Nix. This one on the 4. To the goal line and in. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Broncos. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
So after 1, it's the Broncos with the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. Up the sideline at the 35. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Give, and here comes Hampton. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
2 on the play. Brings up third and 4.
From the gun, it's Herbert. And contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
380. You're not. Let's go, let's go. Hold me trips right. Well.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
Hey, ram. 380. You're not.
They'll go for it. It's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
On first down, it's Hampton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Charger first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Go.
Here comes Hampton on the toss right. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
On second down, a run with Hampton. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
And 11.
Cap, 5'9". Ready.
Shotgun now for Herbert. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
54-yard attempt.
And this is blocked. Now this is scooped up by a member of the offense.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
Now a timeout, Chargers here. That's their second, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Nix. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So they're implementing a cover 2 system, and what that means is on the back end, Mike, your 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. They got to cover from the middle of the field all the way to the sideline, so they got to have range, they got to have great instincts, and then when they get a chance to get their hands on the ball, they got to be picks.
Set. 380. Ready.
Herbert now on 1st down. Pushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That is Josh Uche getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Set. 380.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. Here's J.K. Scott now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
32-yard line.
Kill! Hold on a second! Punch left!
They'll give it to Dobbins. Oh, a loose football. The Chargers have it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Baylor Tiger! Baylor Tiger!
Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. That's complete. It is Trey Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, L.A.
1st and 10 at the 22.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. On the handoff, it's Hampton. And that one shut down scrimmage, and that's it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Set.
Another run here with Hampton. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's third down. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
Set. Lion, lion, lion. Set.
They'll go again with Hampton.
At this point, we're going to need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Cameron Dicker for the Chargers field goal.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Chargers are on the board just before halftime.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it'll lead to a second down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call.
Hey, Ray. Set. 380.
Herbert now on first down. He'll swing this out to Hampton. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Set. Ready.
No play fake. Herbert. And left side, complete to Harris. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A gain there of 24 yards. And the Chargers have the first down.
380. Run. Hey, Ram. Set.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll find Hampton out of the backfield. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 4-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
Set.
Herbert to the air again. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, L.A.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Makes the score Broncos 15, Chargers 10. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Now to throw it here on first down. Ingram able to get open. Makes the catch. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 2. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play.
10 yards.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down. It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. A run. This is Hampton. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 23.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's good for a Charger first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They run on the jet sweep. They'll take this forward for about 5.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that gain.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5. Now Now Herbert. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Herbert going to try to throw on third down. That one intercepted. Picked off by John A. Barron. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The RPO, that one is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's second and 1. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Broncos.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
So, from the 36, it is first and 10. Now it's Dobbins, and he'll get forward for about a yard. Deion Henley there on the tackle. So, from the 37, here's second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Tedero McMillan was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Nix from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Grenade! Front! Set. Grenade! Front! Set.
Hampton trying to work inside. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
It is second and 6.
Set. Wide set.
To throw, it's Herbert. This is intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 21-yard line.
Play action now. It's Nix. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They Christian Wilkins getting in to drop him for sack number 11 on the season. They'll run on second down. It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. Dayon Henley there on the tackle. Third and 11.
Third down.
They send Sutton in motion. They'll throw. It's Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Denver first down.
First down, Denver.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Middle. Oh, my second. Hey, motion. Hey, Sean, let's go!
They'll stick with him again. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Wilkins on the stop. No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Ready, run! Set, ready, run! Delta, stop! Set.
Quick throw, caught by Johnston on the RPO.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Set. Ready, run! Ready!
Now Herbert on the bootleg. Looking middle, he'll get it complete to McConkey. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
25 yards.
They get 25 on that connection. First down, L.A.
First and 10 at
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Ready!
On first down, Herbert. He'll throw it left and has his running back down the sideline. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play and a much-needed one as well to gain a 43 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open. Short throws turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
On the give, here's Hampton. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Out of bounds, down at the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Set. 59, 59. 380. We're not. Go.
On play action now. Herbert. Open receiver. That's Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here we go. 3rd and a yard.
Set. 380. We're out. We're out.
Shotgun now for Herbert. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Oronde Gadsden. Touchdown Chargers. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now a big play coming here for the Chargers, who are going for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the two-point conversion.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Bullard.
The score, Chargers 16. Broncos.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own. The 26-yard line.
Hold on a sec. Ready. 180. Wait, hunt.
Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he gets up past the 35.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Overrun him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Chargers have it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. What a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And, Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. They'll go play action with Nix. Forced to his right. Taking off, and he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On second down, it's Nix. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down. Now, faking the give. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
Mims sent in motion here. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's going to slide down with the first down inside the 5. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down. So they're down 8 here in the final quarter. A touchdown, a must, as they come out for first and goal. Throwing, Nix. That one, taken in. Teteroa McMillan. Touchdown, Denver. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. but only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
So now a big play here for the Broncos. They're going to line up and go for two.
The Broncos will line up for the two-point conversion.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Picked up by Deion Henry.
The two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Chargers 23, Broncos 21. Set to kick off.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll swing this out to Hampton. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, ram.
On the ground, Hampton. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Hampton. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. We'll try to run for it with Hampton. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
Nick Bonito on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3.
Set.
They'll go with Hampton. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Set. 380. Green out. 380. Green out. Go.
Run between the tackles for Hampton. He's got the first down. They'll bring him down at the 28. But the sticks will move. First down picked up on the ground.
First down.
This defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy all game long. Comes through again there with a nice conversion to bring up first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Set. 380. Run. Set.
A give, and here comes Hampton. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. They face 2nd down and 7.
Set. Black 80. Black. Green out.
Another run here with Hampton. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time?
380. Run. Set.
They'll go again with Hampton. That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down is looming.
A 43-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a 1-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
2nd down. Nix. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Broncos
Nix now on 1st and 10. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, Broncos.
First down, Denver.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
A first down throw for Nix. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Great job there defensively separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up third down.
This one is really close, Mike. He makes the catch, but I don't think he's able to establish that possession with both feet in bounds. Could have been a really nice pickup, but instead, it's going to result in an incompletion.
Nix from the gun on third down. And he's going to wind up going out of bounds. That's a big mistake. He needed to just fling that to the sideline. Instead, it'll be a huge loss.
This is one of those situations, Mike, that the offensive linemen kind of look at him like, come on, man, just throw the ball out of bounds. Don't go out of bounds behind the line. It goes down as a sack. So he's going to get a lot of side eyes when he steps back into that huddle.
We are set for fourth and long. On fourth down, here's Nix. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
Line. Ready.
Down to a knee, and that will do it. They wrap up the regular season with a victory. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18.